Just as the initial chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen dictated the Yuji's future, they also set a few more things in motion. This involves Megumi being a person of interest for Sukuna. This Megumi Sukuna theory is probably the most discussed in the fandom right now. Sukuna is an extremely self-serving ex-shaman. While he was alive in Heian era, he was dubbed as a natural calamity. Now after his resurrection, he has some wild goals of his own. When we talk about self-serving, we have to talk about Megumi. Megumi's sole reason for becoming a shaman is to protect what he wants to protect. He does not care about human life, even his own initially, as Yuji does. But before we could draw this parallel, Akutami hinted at a connection between both of these people. This hint only builds up over the course of the story, leaving us more confused. Sukuna most definitely wants Megumi, but for what? What is Sukuna's goal with Megumi? And how dangerous is it for Megumi to be in the point of interest for evil personified? Naturally, we all want the key of these questions. So let us start piecing the puzzle pieces from the story to arrive at a satisfactory answer for now. For starters, let's talk about places Sukuna shows his interest in Megumi. The first instance is really obvious. Sukuna's first fight with Megumi in the Cursed Worm arc. Even while Sukuna was not fighting Megumi, he noticed him holding back his power. His 10 Shadow Curse technique truly drew Sukuna's interest, as seen in the remark during their fight. He even saw the Megumi's last resort, getting excited over Megumi's decision to summon it finally. From this piece of conversation, Sukuna seems genuinely unaware of the 10 Shadow technique. Megumi's technique is an inherited one from the Zein clan, such as techniques run in the family for ages. So how was Sukuna unaware of it? Is it the 10 Shadows technique came into existence after Sukuna's exorcism? Or if not, what is so unique about Megumi's technique that immediately drew the attention of King of the Curses Sukuna? Their first interaction developed some crazy theories in our heads. A particular conversation between Gojo and Megumi apprised us of latter's potential of Megumi. Gojo told him that a shaman with 10 Shadow technique has defeated a 6-eye and limitless user long ago. This recollection was to inform Megumi of his ability he was running from. From the get-go, it seems like Sukuna was interested in Megumi for his potential. We already saw that in the first fight. Sukuna called his potential a wasted treasure. This conversation led us to believe that Sukuna was going for your average next-door villain with a passion for strength. Sukuna is an appreciator of power, but he is not that shallow. Sukuna's primary motives are unclear yet, but we can say that he is purely evil. He has no care for puny things like letting Megumi grow to have a good fight with him. His true motive certainly lies beyond what we can see. Akutami does not go for some classic shonen tropes in Jujutsu Kaisen, but for Sukuna's character the approach has been different. Him joining Mahito in mocking Yuji's despair was a prime example of this. So we can safely say that Sukuna is not really looking for a competitor in Megumi. Besides, wouldn't that be a disrespect to Gojo? We can also establish that Sukuna is very interested in Megumi's techniques than the person himself. However, if he is not looking to fight Megumi, the question persists. What are Sukuna's true motive regarding Megumi? Moving on from their first interaction to eliminate the obvious motive, let's look at more hints from the plot. The next time we see Sukuna expressing his interest in Megumi's technique is in the Cursed Worm Death Painting arc. Megumi's vicious fight with the Cursed Worm was where he started embracing his potential and used his domain for the first time. Incidentally, both Megumi and Sukuna's domain don't have barriers. Is it merely a coincidence? The story did say that the barrierless domain is very impactful. By giving an opening of escape, a binding bow is formed. This bow increases the range and probability of landing a hit. But we don't know how to relate that to Megumi. Anyway, but at that point, Sukuna seemed very pleased with Megumi's growth. On that note, when Sukuna willingly took part in Mahoraga's exorcism ritual, he said another interesting thing. Sukuna figured that the only way to defeat Mahoraga is to use his domain expansion. But before using that, Sukuna recalled his first conversation with Megumi. It seems that Sukuna was amused by the situation and even that Megumi showed him the way. But for what? In fact, while taking part in the force ritual was another hint of Sukuna's motives. Before jumping in to defeat Mahoraga, Sukuna healed Megumi before fighting Mahoraga. Just tell us what you want from him, Sukuna. Well, not like our favorite villain is going to answer that question, is he? So is it up to us to decipher what this something is? Truthfully, Sukuna does not seem that type of antagonist to engage in something morally grey like Kenjaku. Yet Kenjaku's familiarities with Sukuna does throw off a bit. But putting that aside for the meantime, here are the few speculations that we can make. First of all, Sukuna is planning of revival. The only probable motive Sukuna can have is the revival. Somehow and in some way, Sukuna wants to use Megumi in his revival process. He also tells his devoted followers Yurame about his waking up at Shibuya, so we can't be wrong about that. What, however, are these preparations Sukuna told about to Yurame? Is there a ritual that Sukuna has to go through to receive, or is Megumi merely a contributor to the ritual or a sacrifice? At any rate, it looks like Sukuna came up with this plan only recently. Yurame looks pretty surprised by her reaction to Sukuna's words. Also, it is unclear why exactly did Sukuna not recognize Yurame in chapter 116. If they were in cahoots for a long time, Sukuna should know her. Akutami even said that Yurame was his only follower. Instead, he asked her about her identity. There is something definitely suspicious about Yurame as well at this exchange. Coming back to the topic at the hand though, how does Sukuna plan to revive? Shibuya incident was a paradox box of revelations. The entire run was either sadness, action, or a major plot revelations. However, it also raised an equal number of questions. We are gonna discuss one of them right here. In Sukuna's fight against Jogo, Sukuna used a peculiar curse technique that surprised both Jogo and us. He actually unleashed flames, despite his technique being slicing and slashing. Did Sukuna copy Jogo's technique? It was most definitely a new domain of possibilities. This Sukuna's technique against Gojo and Mahoraga is a thing to look out for. Without any clues about the technique, we can only make a tinfoil assumption that Sukuna can actually extract cursed energies and cursed tech. A technique like that certainly fits the bill, especially after Hana Kuruso's introduction. Additionally, it also makes sense that Sukuna can copy technique like Yuta, but a little differently. If that indeed is the case, then Sukuna probably wants to extract Megumi's technique too. Now you might be wondering, why does Sukuna simply not copy or extract Gojo's technique too? There must be some conditions to such extractions or copying. For example, maybe it is something like Sukuna having complete knowledge of the technique he wants to copy. Such a condition will stop Sukuna from copying Gojo's Limitless, but not apply to the technique like fire. What will he do with this technique though? One option is that he either had something to do with the Liquid Shadow or Shikigami, and the other one is that Sukuna wants to defeat Gojo. Sukuna does not seem like villain to hold grudges. As well, Gojo nearly beat him to pulp at the first time and the second episode. And it is also worth remembering that Gojo, as a matter of fact, declared that he could defeat Sukuna. What if it is not something as complicated as we think, but only Sukuna's desires for the chaos? As the reader of Jujutsu Kaisen, we have a fair idea of the final fight. It has to be Gojo going full out against Sukuna. So whatever Sukuna wants to do with the 10 shadows may be very well related to Gojo. As we all saw before, Megumi's technique has the potential to hold ground against 6 Eyes and Limitless. Perhaps Sukuna wants to overcome Gojo with 10 shadow and his own technique, but in reality it does not make sense. If we go by Gojo's word, we can make a small power scale. It would look like something like Gojo is more powerful, then the Sukuna is powerful, then the third powerful guy is Megumi. Why then would Sukuna wants Megumi's technique? Because Sukuna is already at the second number. Also, once in Infinite Void, it seems unlikely any technique would work, let alone 10 shadows. So is there a secret to 10 shadows that Megumi is still unaware of? He is certainly still learning, but this seems too major to be unknown. Also, Gojo himself said that there is a huge downside of inherited techniques, since they have been around for ages. A lot of people knows about their techniques, and all of these things are the things which we could speculate. But there is a very high probability that there might be another possibility or another reason why Sukuna is doing all of these things, which we still don't know yet. We talked about a lot of things until now. Sukuna has been interested in Megumi for a long time now. Initially, we thought it could be a generic shonen trope of a villain letting his archery enemy grow. However, over time, plot points proved something different. Therefore, we can say that Sukuna's interest in Megumi's technique fall ulterior motives. By all of the things that we talked about till now, we can speculate few possibilities. Sukuna has a plan of revival with or without his follower Yuraume. The second possibility is Sukuna wants Megumi as his host. The third possibility is there is a small chance that Sukuna can extract curse techniques. So he wants the 10 shadow curse techniques, basically, that's all. The fourth possibility can be using Megumi's techniques, Sukuna can or wants to defeat Gojo. There are a lot of possibilities why Sukuna has shown interest in Megumi, but it more or less boils down to Sukuna's revival. Even if he does not want to leave Yuji's body, he may want to regain his full strength. But Sukuna's revival is no good news. Well, we knew that since the moment Sukuna rose in the Shibuya arc. Currently, with Gojo sealed in the prison realm and Cooling game on, Sukuna absolutely mustn't revive. If it does happen, we have no clues of the chaos coming right now. It does seem that Akutami is setting up Sukuna to be the final villain. As I said before, there could be more possibilities in the future, just like Shibuya incident. The Cooling game may bring things into the light as well. We have to keep a close eye on details until then. I will keep updating you guys if I will find any information worth sharing with you guys. So make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I post daily anime content about top 10 top 5 listings, anime reviews, recommendations, news, theories and all sort of anime content on daily basis. So if you enjoyed, please subscribe, and that was it, and I will see you in the next one. Sayonara.